to
the 47 o'clock news.
Today we're going to be discussing some very important issues going on in the world right now.
That's right. First off, we're going to start with the Dutch Organs Company blood spill in the Gulf of Kentucky.
For unknown reasons, 3.5 Dutch residents took a vacation in Greenland, and for some reason, carrying hundreds of millions of billions of blood, somehow they ended up in Kentucky and crashed into a shed.
That poor shed. After crashing into the shed, blood poured out over land and sea and ruined the barley crop in Japan. Who knows why? I blame politics.
Reports came in yesterday that over half of Kentucky Fried Chicken's chicken is contaminated and must be treated immediately.
In the meantime, we ask you not to attempt to eat any KFC until further notice. As a matter of fact, we advise you not to eat any food until we say it's okay.
We've got a live feed right now that's estimating gallons of blood around the world right now is nearing infinity. In other news, Mickey Mouse receives the Nobel Peace Prize. In other news, Mickey Mouse has received a Nobel Peace Prize.
Why, you ask? No one's sure. Not even Obama, Santa Claus, or Dorothy the dinosaur have the faintest idea.
Thanks for the info. Mickey himself has said in an interview last Tuesday that he is running for president in 2012 elections.
It's a shame that no one will be alive to see this country prosper with a mouse as president.
Coming up next, the story behind Whac-a-Mole and PETA taking action, calling it a threat to our valuable ecosystem.
It's so weird.
I know.
It appears that 500 years of Whac-a-Mole have come to an abrupt end yesterday.
PETA has called the game racist and offensive. They also say it gives moles a bad name, implying that they like to be whacked with by a hammer.
That's right. But PETA does take everything to a massive extent.
I know. I mean, how can you get the idea that a game about whacking backyard pests is racist? I mean, I cannot tell my personal opinion on a news station.
Okay. Well, let's go to cheese. With the weather. Cheese. Cheese.
Hi. Okay, since I don't have any weather instruments here, I'm just gonna go by this sky. Seems very blue today, so I think it's gonna rain. And I think we're gonna get attacked by marshmallows too. And cows are gonna rain down and eat all the llamas. Or the alpacas.
Okay. Note to self, fire the weather girl.
Today is a very special day in the sports world. It's the beginning of the first annual worldwide Schach tournament.
Schach is a popular new sport. For all of you who don't know what Schach is, it's a popular new sport where the athletes run across a football field with a trident tied to their left foot, dressed in a Santa suit, while carrying a goat under both of their arms, while being chased by 5 wolverines each, with a stake glued to the back of their head with 2.5 teaspoons of goat milk tied that they milk from their own goat by their self in their ears, while kicking a rubber Homer Simpson head across the field. First one to cross the field wins.
Everyone's favorite mutant yellowhead that eats yellow circles has attained stomach cancer.
Apparently, his favorite food, yellow orbs of death from the planet Chiron, causes stomach cancer, therefore leaving the mutated yellow thing unable to be used to play the famous game.
Sadly, because yellow orbs of death from planet Chiron cause cancer, and it would only keep coming back to him, Pac-Man is not allowed in any state except Texas, Maryland, Wyoming, and every other state except Michigan.
Sorry, Michiganians.
In our next story, in agreement with popular belief, it is now known that Miley Cyrus is, in fact, a robot.
Miley Cyrus is a robot. Enough said.
And now it's time for the gossip with Julian. On today's gossip, we're going to talk about chicken. And nothing else, because there's really nothing going on about in the gossip world. I like chicken. So does everybody else.
Recent studies on oxygen show that anyone who has ever used oxygen will eventually die.
That's right, Sam. It was verified, and there is only one solution. To start breathing hydrogen.
That's right, ladies and not ladies. In a month, everyone will be switched over to having tanks on their back full of hydrogen for people to breathe. It's great news.
And we all know that this is a very tough time to switch over.
Yes, it is.
Such as when we had to switch over from satellite to digital.
Yes. And
those are terrible times for me. I'm here for you too.
I'm here for you too. Why are we hugging?
I have no idea.
It's just not right. Yeah. Okay. Now we have a very special guest on our show, Jules. Jules is here to advertise his album that comes out next month, Frog. And here he is, on our show, singing the song that represents that album, Frog. Take it away.
Alright, thank you. Here's my hit, Frog. One day I tried to put a watermelon in my toaster. So I went to the fridge and I grabbed the watermelon. And when I cut it, I cut my finger off. Oh well. I don't really care. So now I have my 2 slices of my watermelon. And then I go over to the toaster. And then I bend over the counter. Looking into the toaster. And I stare at it. And I keep staring at it. And it's been like an hour that I've been staring at this toaster. I mean, I've been staring at this thing for like an hour. So all the bending over was just so I could get some toasted watermelon. So I bend over it. And I'm staring right into the toaster. Which is probably not good for my eyes. It's gonna suck for me. So I put the watermelon into the toaster. And my toaster doesn't like it. So when I try to get the watermelon out of my toaster, I can't. When I finally get it out, it's all melted!
That was awesome. That was great.
Thank you.
You are the best.
Thank you.
I'm your biggest fan. Can you sign my back?
Yes, here, I'll sign it with your pick. It's got a little pen cap on the back of it. There you go.
Ah, thank you. Well, next up, we are going to wrap it up. And now it is time to wrap it up.